high. Now, whether domestic savings are only to be used by such instruments which give you a higher interest return and therefore create a interest regime which is extremely costly and makes the economy sluggish, or higher returns are to be got from such instruments, funds, bonds, shares. A lot of them have also an element of secured investment in them, which can give to people a very respectable return itself. That's the basis on which pension funds and other bonds world over have been functioning. And I think these are areas of advances as we grow over the next several years and decades. More and more opportunities are going to come to us. As long as I can look down through the tunnel for a reasonably long period of time, we are going to need a lot of investment. The infrastructure deficit, the industrialization deficit, which has existed for decades, is something we have to cover up for. And the starting point of all activity has to be an investment. It has to be resource raising. It has to be important companies in the private sector, at times a public-private partnership, which will ensure that this deficit is met. And there is no better instrument for all this than institutions like the BSE itself. The last few years have seen India grow well, but essentially grow well on the strength of enhanced public investment, on the strength of enhanced foreign direct investment. The best of the private sector in that development process is yet to be seen. Various reasons are mentioned, that it was feeling stressed and so on. There was absence of demand. Hopefully, there are some signs of improved urban demand. And since the rain gods appear to be kinder this year, there would be signs of increased rural demand itself. And all this in turn would lead to an opportunity for the private sector itself. And all that entails a lot more activity at the end of the institutions like the BSE itself. And as I said, that the best of their activities and their opportunity is probably yet to be seen. This is not to undermine what they've already done in the past. It's to prepare them for the greater challenges of the future. And I'm sure the BSE would get itself ready for this act, because this is an opportunity which can come India's way. And I'm sure we'll collectively be able to utilize it to the optimum. I wish you all the very best. And I'm delighted that the Postal Department has created an institutional memory in terms of a stamp in order to commemorate this great event. Thank you very much.
Some comments there coming in live from the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, talking about the need for stricter financial regulations, as well as how more opportunities are needed for the infrastructure deficit as well as investment deficit. That's the word coming in from the Finance Minister. We'll keep you up to speed as and when we get in more details. But to more news and updates.